Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are you guys? Well, it's Wednesday when I recorded this video. I hope everybody's having a good day. This video is kind of last minute. I wasn't planning to upload one today because I didn't really know what to talk about, but I kind of think I have an idea. Yeah, you know, I was kind of touched by someone's video. You know, we all go through things in silence, most of us. I was one of those people, and I just recently started opening up about things I might be going through, you know, the stresses of being a single parent at home, or just, you know, being so busy as a mom, not having the time to do the things that I want to do, like read a book. That's why I go on live. I've been going live on my TikTok page under Love and God Boutique, reading a book, because I feel like that's the only way I'll be able to read it and actually take in what I'm reading, versus being home and trying to do it, because then I'm at home, I'm thinking about, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. So I'll just keep rereading the same thing because I'm distracted. So yeah, a lot of us are going through things, and it's hard when we go through it by ourselves, because who doesn't want a shoulder to cry on, or a hug when you're feeling down, or just someone for you to listen to? Well, for someone to listen to you when you're speaking. Sometimes we just need to vent. We don't need anyone to say anything to us in return. Sometimes we just need an ear, so we could vent and feel better. Or sometimes we just need a really good cry. Sometimes we hold our feelings in, especially as a mom, or as a female. I'm not gonna just say mom, as a female or person. I'm saying it as a mom because being around my kids, sometimes I get overwhelmed and I want to cry, and I hold those feelings in. And before you know it, something else comes along and I forget about my feelings, but it's adding up. And then you'll explode one day because you just keep pushing those emotions down, and you can't. You got to deal with them every day. I try my best to do it, but I'm getting better. It's now that I have a community in my church and I've built some friendships, that I have people I could reach out to and feel confident that they won't gossip about my problems. Because that's really why I used to just stay to myself and tell nobody nothing, because I've been around people who used to gossip or throw it in my face when I would become vulnerable. And of course, once you do that to me, I already know I can't trust you, so I'm just gonna stay quiet. I might still be cool with you, but I know deep down who you really are. But we weren't designed to be alone. God doesn't want us to be alone. Attending church is not so we could be closer to God, because God is everywhere. We could spend this time at home with God. But the reality of churches is to find community, to find people like yourself, to realize there's other people that are going through the same thing as you who could help you. Or you may be that helping person for someone else at the church. But it's, one of the benefits of it, and I think one of the most important one, or one of them, is that you get to build friendships with other people. A church, when you find the right one, you're going to feel it in your heart when you find a good church. Nobody's going to be perfect there. That's our motto in our church. No perfect people allowed. Everywhere you look, there's that reminder there. They have it posted on the walls, big, outside, inside. The pastor's constantly reminding us, no perfect people, because we're all going to fall short. Just because you see these people at church doesn't mean they're not going to sin. That doesn't mean they're going to be perfect, because none of us can walk on water. Only Jesus can do that. So when you go to church, don't be thrown away or pushed out the door because you see somebody's doing something wrong. Like, I don't know, maybe have an attitude, or not friendly with you, or I don't know, you just see their fleshly ways. Like little things like that, you're going to have to push through it, because everybody's there at church trying to get better. Yeah, some of these characteristics may come out of them, but maybe they're working on it, you know. Don't let that be the reason you leave a church that you know you feel the Holy Spirit in there when you go. You understand? Because just like you may have ways that you're hiding from the church, you might act ways like me. I get overwhelmed and I said some snap as far as like with my anger. And I mean, you really have to do a lot for me to snap, but I don't show that side. Why? Because I'm around people who are kind and don't put me in that position. But most of those people haven't seen me upset. So, you know, I might slip up. I might say a word that I shouldn't, but I've been working on that too. I used to curse up a storm back in the day. A lot. It was, I used to say things I shouldn't say and I stopped. Sometimes I slip up and say it because I'm still working on it. And quite honestly, the other day I was crossing the street and I had the right of way to walk, and this person was making a left turn. One car let pass, so I started walking, and this person purposely drove right in front of me when I'm like almost at the center of that street. If I was a couple inches ahead, she would have got my foot. But God is good. But I got upset. I went and like I got upset. So, and then after that happened, I was like, oh, I told God, please forgive me, you know, because I let somebody else who was doing wrong get to me. But we're not perfect, and things like that are gonna happen. But back to what I was saying, people go through things and are alone, and we'll see all these people that are probably smiling, always happy, or even the ones that are motivating us to do better. Those people are usually the ones going through stuff, and I think all of us are in some way, some form, you know. But we're not like me. I don't like to complain to anybody. I don't like anybody to feel bad for me, so I try to keep those things that I'm going through inside. But just know God is always with you, no matter what. No matter what. Maybe those times that you are feeling less like yourself, you want to spend even more time with God, you know. Like I already shared with you, the things I like to do when I feel stressed, I put my headphones on. I put my music on sometimes on the speaker, but when I really feel overwhelmed or I feel like I'm just stressed, I put my headphones on, because the closer the words are to me, the better, you know. Or I'll watch a show that I know I like to calm me down. I remember one time I was like, I don't remember what I was going through, but I was so overwhelmed. I think I was probably crying earlier that day. And it was, I think it was close to Mother's Day. I was going through some stuff. I don't even remember, but I was stressed out. And before you know it, one of my neighbors text me. And they're like, oh, they text me telling me they needed something from me. They're going to come knock on the door. So I was like, okay, no problem. So when they knocked on the door, it was their sister. And their sister handed me an envelope, and she was like, oh, here you go. We see you every morning going to church with your kids, and I'm really so proud of you to be doing that every morning and doing it by yourself. She says, this is just a little something from us. And then she so happened to say, do you want a hug? And I think she just said it just to be nice. I mean, I could see that she genuinely wanted to hug me, but I think she thought I would say no, I guess. I mean, I don't know. She just asked for it. I said, yeah. I was like, that was the best thing she could have asked me for. I said, actually, I do need a hug. I was like, I was having a bad day, and this actually made my day better. That little gesture itself, it was just a little card she handed me, and just her saying that she sees me with my kids. Sometimes it's a struggle in the morning. People see me outside through the window, getting my kids together to just walk near me and next to me. And they used to go to the church I used to go to, so they know that on Sundays I'm on my way there when they see me. But it was so kind, so I was able to speak to her a little bit, and she was like, you know, just know that you're doing a great job, and that you're a great mom, and that just by you thinking that you're not doing enough is showing how much you want to be more for your children, and to not to do things alone. If I ever need anything, to reach out to her, you know. And it was so kind. Like, she just, with that very moment of her talking to me and giving me that hug, because hugs do something to our body. I read this book with one of my small groups. It's called Garden Within. I think, I'm not too sure, but they talk about what a hug, a physical touch, a hug does to our body. Like it releases something in our body, and once I find out what that is, I'm gonna add it down below in my video. But like me, when I get hugs, I feel lighter, you know, especially if they're genuine. But when she left, and I checked the car, she even wrote something in there, and then she left me a little gift. It was so, you know, and this is a sister I don't see much, or when I do see her, she's busy with her kids. I really interacted with her other sister more than her. So for her to realize these things and her and I not really talking, it was so nice, you know. It was so nice. This is my favorite verse, and it's Psalms 46:5 from the NIV version. And it says, God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. And I like this verse because as many times as I felt like I was gonna break apart, I had to remind myself that I'm a daughter of God, and He put me on this earth for some reason. And all these things I might be going through, because I've been through some stuff, you know. I've been through some stuff, so reminding myself that God's plan is always better than we could imagine, and that as a female, we're gonna succeed, you know. When we put our mind into something, or whatever it is that's in our heart that we really want to do and have the passion for, or maybe that's just that one prayer we keep praying for, God will answer it if it's in His will, first and most important, and in His timing, you know. We don't know why we go through the things we go through when it's happening. But we have to also tell ourselves that these things that we're going through, no matter what it is, God will use it for good. God will use it to build you up stronger. You know, when you get out of that storm that you're in, you're going to come out stronger and 10 times better than you were before it started, during it. Okay? Just don't stop praying. Doesn't matter what you're going through, don't stop praying. God always wants us to get closer to Him. He wants us as close as we could get, you know. And usually those times that we feel sad and alone and we don't have no one else to turn to, God is always there. And you know what? When you put yourself in His presence, because you don't always have to listen to music. Sometimes I just sit in silence and just talk to Him out loud sometimes, or in my mind, to feel better, you know. But most of the time I put on a radio station, which Kayla radio station, or I have a playlist that I already had set aside for those moments that I want to listen to certain songs, so I could sit down in His presence. I'll just go and hit that playlist, so I know all the songs that are going to come out are for Him, praising God, you know. That's why I love the song Yeshua. That song always gets me, you know, feeling 10 times better, and I always feel the Holy Spirit when I play that song, you know. And when you pray and take that time to listen to Him, you're just gonna have to empty your mind and totally let that moment be between you and Him, about God, you know. As much as we don't want to go through stuff in life, we're going to go through it. It's just having God in the center of it that will make it a little easier. I can imagine how people deal with their life without knowing God. Who do they talk to when you're alone and you're stressed out? Who are they talking to? Because man, at least if I don't have nobody to call, or you know, when I was like in my own little tight bubble, at least I knew I had God listening to me, right? Or not brushing me off the phone, because sometimes you talk to people and you know they don't want to hear it, or they're just listening to you because you're talking. But with Him, you can generally feel better, and He will bring that peace to you. I promise you. When you're stressed out or just don't know what to do, just sit there with God and he will tell you what to do next. Just gotta wait on him. As much as we would rather try to do things quickly, God's plan is 10 times better than ours. You know, just do something nice for yourself. If you're feeling down, if you don't have the money, fine. Watch a show that you enjoy, that you know when you watch it is gonna bring you joy. Like for me, I like to watch, I haven't started it yet, but during the fall I like to watch Gilmore Girls. That show brings back memories of my childhood, so it makes me feel better when I watch it. And I sing the song, now my kids, when they hear it, they sing along with me, so that makes it better. See, you see how that goes? I put on the show, I might be feeling bad, and then the song, the intro song comes on, my kids start singing, and then I'm like, oh, look at my kids, and then I'll sing with them real quickly, right there. Your moment's getting better, you know? Sometimes you have to push yourself to do something, and then you'll start feeling a little better. You know, if you have to take time for yourself, tell everybody, pause, time out, I'm gonna go take a walk, I need some time for myself, and just do it. If you can't leave the house because you have kids, then go to the bathroom for a couple of minutes, or any room or area that you could go unbothered for a quick second. Give the kids a snack real fast. You know that gives you like a good 2 to 3 minutes without them bothering you. Give them a snack so you can get your thoughts together. And that's it. Doing Bible plans too are not bad. They helped me. The phone has the Bible app on the iPhone. I think all phones do. And I'll do certain plans, and those Bible plans are like different amount of days. So you could choose a plan, maybe that'll help you too. There's so many ways to try to get your mind off things, you know. And what not better way than reading the Bible. And these daily plans are, for example, I just did one for Godly Moms, I think it was called. Then I did another one about moms with anger. I haven't finished that one yet. But they're like 7 days and they're short. Usually they'll give you a devotional, then they'll give you short scriptures. And each day you do one each day. So it's 7 days, you do one day, and then the next you do the day 2. Some of them are longer, more intense, like reading the Bible in 365 days. Those plans are a little longer because you're reading the Bible. But whatever you're going through, you go into the Bible app, you search what you're going through. Grieving, sadness, loneliness, mothers, or in any type of look, like I said, I was in one, I gotta go back on that one, but that was like moms who yell a lot. I think it's something in that nature, the Bible plan. So they have different things for moms. You know, we all know being a mom is not peaches and cream. And it's gonna help you, man. That's the best advice I could give right now. I just hope and pray that every single one of you end up feeling better tonight than you did this morning. You know, just create a playlist with all your favorite songs. Listen to it that are positive, songs that are positive, and will make you feel better. Try not to listen to things that have curses or that are speaking in a negative way about women or just in general, because those things are just gonna interfere our minds and open the door to the enemy. We ain't got time for that. As much as these songs we probably want to listen to because we were dancing to them, like me, I used to listen to Bad Bunny all the time. When his album came out last year, I was listening to it all the time. No business, man. And even my kids were listening to it, dancing, and once they started repeating those words, I said, whoa. Like after I got baptized, like even though I was feeling convicted about it, I didn't stop right away. But once I heard my kids speaking those words, I said, nah, we're gonna stop this right now. And I stopped listening to it. Sometimes I'll get the urge to listen to some songs that he has on that album, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I try to put on one of my older playlists because I was in a bad mood, and I just couldn't, it wasn't feeling right. I'm like, oh man, I gotta change this, ain't feeling right. So I just put on K-Love radio station, and I started feeling better. You know, start doing things, keep yourself busy while listening to the word. All right, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't do too much because that's just gonna cause stress, and we ain't got time for that either. You know, it doesn't matter what we're going through. God has to be the center of it. If you feel like you're doing too much, or you got too much on your plate, start living in the things that you could put a hold on it for right now. You know, people always want to do 101 things, and we gotta take it easy because stressing ourselves out is just gonna lose focus on God and lose focus on ourselves. Okay, I hope all of you have a great day, and I hope to see you guys soon. I'm gonna go end this video, enjoy the weather a little bit because it's very fallish out for me today, and we'll see what I'll do next in the day before I get my kids. So God bless everybody. I love you all, and please share my channel with anyone you think might benefit from it, okay? And subscribe too if you want. No pressure. But if you want to support me and like my videos, you could definitely subscribe, okay? And I'll talk to you guys all soon, all right? Bye. Love you guys.